So if you guys ever find these Sony Kata bags out there, they go for pretty good money. Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Brian from Red Deer Pickers. We are heading to Nordstrom Rack to do a little retail arbitrage. And then we have a few things to drop off that we sold on eBay, which I'll show you guys some of those things that sold. And then we're gonna head to Goodwill, see if we can find any treasures. So let's go. Who loves shopping at the Rack, y'all? I love shopping at Nordstrom Rack. I don't know what it is. It's just, I guess they always have the deals. But I stop in here at least once or twice a month to check the clearance on the shoes. And I always end up with something that's got decent profit. These New Balance 2002 Rs, I think I could get around $150 for them. With the box, probably a little more, but the box isn't in that good a shape. If the box was in really good shape and it had the lid, I could list them on StockX for $180 or $190. But as you guys can see here in the comps, it's $150 or more, depending on which comp you go with. But even some of these New Balance 550s will do well. These concretes, well over 100, and the retail price for them is 69 here. So I know you're paying up, but you have a decent return policy here at Nordstrom Rack. You can buy them, list them. If they don't sell in 30 days, you can bring them back. There's really not a lot of risk, but I have sold everything that I've purchased here, and it's done real well for me. And I think I average around $60 to $70 profit on most of the shoes that I buy here. So, you know, do the right research and check the right comps and make sure the sell-through rate is good. You can pretty much score every time you go to Nordstrom Rack. So let me know what you guys think. You guys go to Nordstrom Rack? I love checking out the clearance stuff
cool,
here.
Another pair of 550s blue suede. Don't know how much more. I don't think these are any more than 100 on eBay, but I'll check the comps right here. These are nice. The 550 Golden State Warrior. Those are really cool.
If you guys ever find the New Balance 550s sea salt burgundy or the black and whites, those have over $200 value to them. If you guys ever find those out and about, those are sort of the unicorns that I look for when I go to Nordstrom Rack. But just in case you guys ever find those out and about, look up comps and keep an eye out when you're out looking. All right, cool item I sold is this Sony camera case, the Sony Kata case. There's a bunch of different kinds in this series, but this is a pretty heavy-duty production camera case. So it's got the structured top on it, structured bottom. I paid $8 for this at Goodwill and sold it for $68 plus shipping. The buyer's all in for $102. And the next item I sold is this really cool little Five Nights at Freddy's. I got this in a bag of plush for just a couple dollars, so he's probably got 25 cents into him at the most, and he was $12 plus shipping. Really cool. The new Five Nights at Freddy's movie is coming out, so if you guys have any of these, make sure they're listed. They'll go pretty fast, or if you're out and about and you see them out, pick them up, because they're pretty popular. Without the movie coming out, they'd still sell pretty well, but with the movie coming out, they're going a lot faster. But Five Nights at Freddy's, cool little guy. I mean, this is a tiny little plush for 12 bucks. Another item I sold is this Walls flame-resistant coveralls. I sell these all the time. I don't know, I guess there's just a bunch of warehouses around here that people give these to Goodwill, but I find these all the time, and they're usually between $8 and $14 at Goodwill. So if you guys see these out and about, definitely pick them up. These are Walls flame resistant or fire resistant coveralls. They're basically insulated. I don't know if you guys can see that, but just a really cool insulated jumpsuit coveralls. It's got the quilted inside.
But I paid $8 for these and sold them for $80 plus shipping. This pair is in really good condition. It's almost brand new, so they got a deal on these. They typically go for around 100, 124. I had these listed for a little while just because they're such a big pair, but still got $80 out of them. I took an offer, but these sell real well for me. Sold this Kohler towel rack, brand new in the box, brushed bronze. I found this for $4 at Goodwill. Anytime I see anything with this brand on it, with Kohler on it, I usually pick it up if it's a decent price. But I've had this for probably a month or so, I think. But I mean, it doesn't sell quick, but sold real well at $31, only paying $4 for it. So sold it for $31 plus shipping. And it was interesting, the shipping on this, which I'll cut to a video here. I'll show you guys the difference. Significant difference between USPS Ground Advantage and UPS Ground. So check this out. I've been kind of going back and forth between Ground Advantage and UPS since Ground Advantage started about, what was that, 2 months ago? But just in the last week or so, or 2 weeks, UPS Ground has been considerably cheaper than USPS Ground Advantage. So like here, something going to Florida from Oklahoma. I mean, it's not a small box, but it's 28 inches by 5 by 4, and it's 2 pounds. And USPS Ground Advantage is $11.85, but UPS Ground is only $7.84. So there's a huge difference in the price points on both of these, but I am most definitely going to start doing UPS Ground instead of USPS Ground Advantage. Do you guys know of any reason why that would be a bad idea? I know last week, whenever I was looking at any of the USPS options, it had red lines or red letters on there saying, you know, delay, delay, delay for a lot of the post office stuff. And maybe, I don't know, maybe that's kind of why UPS decided to lower their fees to take advantage of that. Maybe, I'm not sure. I mean, $7.84 to $11.85, I mean, that's a $4 difference. So most definitely going with UPS Ground on this one. Let me know y'all's thoughts. I sold this retro football game. This looks like the 80s version, but it's not. It's a 2016 reissue. But still sells pretty well. Only paid like $3 for this and sold it for $45 plus shipping. Pretty cool little electronic football game. Obviously, the older ones are worth quite a bit more, but still the 2016 re-release is a good value if you guys find these. Even if they're used, they're still selling for pretty good. So usually these smaller electronics, I will put them in a poly bag. I got 4 or 5 different sizes of these. So this is a smaller one. So just in case, you know, this is somewhat of a collectible, even though it's a re-release for 2016. If the box got wet for any reason and it seeped into here, you know, this outside's plastic, but this is still cardboard. So just for extra precaution, you know, it's only an extra 15 cents for these poly bags. So I'll put it in this, and then I'll stick it in that box with cardboard wrapped around it, just for extra precaution. You know, it probably is an extra $1 for you know, whatever I do to secure this, but for a collector's item like this, I just try to go the extra mile. It'll usually give me a little bit better feedback whenever I send it, and never had an issue. So just gonna pop this in the poly mailer and then stick it in this box. Alright, here we go. So it's in this box. This box is a little flimsy, so I just reinforced it with another wrap of cardboard around it just because I don't want it to get smashed. And then that's it. Wrap this all up and get her out.
I also sold this Hartman 22-inch carry-on bag that I totally forgot to video before I shipped it out, but paid $10 for this. Sold it for $55 plus shipping. Only cost me about $11 to ship, so pretty good buy. Not a ton of profit, but Hartman luggage is pretty good.
Sunset light there on the Goodwill sign. Decent pair of Hokas. Benco. Interesting. I'll grab those and look them up and see if they're of any value.
Bonus Facebook Marketplace sale. This 2-in-1 basketball/volleyball set. Weird thing to be selling this time of year, but it sold for $77. And I bought this for $10 at Goodwill. So thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.